Parents, we need to talk about this. The world is changing fast and we know it, but we need to talk about whether we're preparing our kids well enough to navigate this. In our pocket, we carry something that's convenient. It helps us navigate the world in an instant. But it's also what opens us up to manipulation and scams and misinformation and social pressures 24 hours a day. So let's take a look. Let's talk about the 5 things that we should focus on to help our kids so that they can navigate this world. Okay, number 1 is digital awareness. So it's no longer just about screen time. When you're online, you're constantly being exposed to content. And content now gets driven to you. It's not just you looking up content. So if your child is online and maybe they're looking at funny videos, and then more funny videos show up, anything that they like or they comment on, they're going to see more of it. But once you start looking at anything that's a little more extreme, a little more negative, then more of that will show up in your feed. And then before long, it can shape what a child believes is normal without them even realizing it. Which leads us to the next one. Okay, second is critical thinking. So what's real versus what isn't real? There's so much information online. We're constantly seeing information, but not all of it is accurate and not all of it is harmless. So you as an adult, first of all, need to recognize this if you don't, and learn how to question what it is you're seeing and how to check whether it's fact or not. And we need to teach our kids these skills because more and more online we're seeing things that just aren't true. Okay, so this can open you up to scams or passing on misinformation, and some of it can be very harmful. I have a friend who has a 94-year-old mother who thought she was talking to Kevin Costner online and wanted to send him some money. So you might want to check on your elderly parents as well. My mother always sends me stuff and asks me to check it for her. If she doesn't know, if she's unsure, because she knows I research everything, I fact check everything. So critical thinking skills are very important. So third is communication. So talking about what's happening. So your kids should have a safe space to feel free to talk about what's happening online. So one of the biggest challenges is they don't always tell us when something feels off. Okay, so we need to create open communication and a safe space where they're not being punished, but feel free to be open and honest. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is boundaries and decision making. Okay, so at some point, you're not always there when your child's online. So they need to know how to react in the moment if they get something in their comments or messages that makes them feel uncomfortable, or if they're feeling pressured from somebody. Okay, so we need to give them the skills to handle these situations in the moment if you're not there. So number 5 is resilience. So handling pressure and mistakes. So at some point, your child could find themselves in a situation where they see something or experience something, or they even make a mistake. And they need to learn how to handle it. And they need to know that they're going to be supported after. Okay, mistakes aren't just saying something wrong on the playground anymore and regretting it and saying sorry. Mistakes are online. They stay. People take screenshots. They spread them around. Okay? It's a very, very different world. So we need to prepare our kids to deal with these things when they happen. So technology isn't slowing down, the world isn't slowing down. At some point in time, our kids are going to be exposed to these things. And what matters is whether we are preparing them to handle it. So this is EducateU, and we're just getting started here. If you liked anything that you saw, you want to hear more, please like and subscribe and follow for more.